We'll send Jason Tyner to the plate to lead it off. He'll be followed by Derek Bell, who's batting .294 now, and then Edgardo Alfonso. But that's the guy in the middle of the lineup, and he's been on fire, hitting for average, hitting for power, driving in runs. And the big thing tonight for Mike Piazza, the throwing to second base.
So I mentioned that Clemens lost to the Mets twice last year, and lately he's been in one of those good game, bad game funks. 2 starts ago, he was absolutely brilliant when he hooked up with Pedro Martinez at Yankee Stadium. Took a complete game loss, game that he lost 2-0 on a Trot Nixon 2-out.
On the ball, he can use the whole field.
And the payoff pitch from Clemens. It's hit in the air, center field, chasing Williams back, still going, over his head. Tyner on his way to second. Williams up with the ball. And the Yankees just learned something about Jason Tyner right there. He does have some pop, not home run pop yet, but he just drove it over the head of Bernie Williams for a leadoff double.
They had him.
Again, a payoff pitch. And this time it's taken for a call, strike 3. So Clemens wins the double-digit battle. An 11-pitch duel with Derek Bell, who finally...
Alfonso.
1-0, pulled towards the hole, cut off, throw to third by Jeter, safe.
How about that?
Jeter took a chance, and the Mets have runners at the corners with 1 man out.
Well,
early. And the 2-2 taken for a call, third strike.
That was a good pitch from Clemens. Let Girardi do a lot of the catching.
Payoff pitch, back to Clemens. And the Yankees get out of some early trouble. A leadoff double by Tyner. The Mets leave 2. And in the middle of the first, Al Leiter gets set. Get back to his old stopping run. Came true. Derek Jeter, first up, goes after the first pitch. Easy play for Abbott. Just like that, 1 away.
Sounded like he broke his back.
Well, Leiter will do that. So Leiter, we mentioned 5th in the National League in earned run average. Most importantly, despite all of these numbers, or really to go along with these numbers, the Mets are 10-1 in the 11 games that he's pitched. So even though he's had those 4. Payoff pitch, ball 4. So he threw the slider 3-2 and walks Williams. And the Yankees get a 1-out base runner. It'll bring up Paul O'Neill.
Pressure is on Mike Piazza.
Williams running. Here's Piazza's throw. It's a poor one. And it kicks off of Abbott, but is backed up by Alfonso.
Well, we talked about it in the open.
Know where he is. And the payoff pitch. Got him. So Paul O'Neill struck out. 2 men away, and will bring up Shane Spencer. Alfonso sneaking in, trying to keep Williams close. 1-2 on the way, and Williams will be stranded as Spencer goes down on strikes. So good job by Leiter as he strikes out O'Neill and then Spencer after Williams stole second with 1 out. We'll head to the second, scoreless.
Great atmosphere. He said we used to beat the Giants and get beat by the Yankees.
Hit to the right side, easy play for Clay Bellinger. Seals out, 1 away.
They're playing in the Polo Grounds when they were losing.
Harris down on strikes. Third strikeout for Roger Clemens.
When the Yankees started to win, John McGraw got mad.
Breaking ball right back through the middle. And that's a good sign that he's swinging the bat as well as you like to think Peyton can.
Well, better sign was last night when he hit a line drive over the left field fence, but into the run. Mookie Wilson thinks he could be a good base stealer.
Roger Clemens seemingly expects him to run.
But the big thing, it's a balk.
Clemens wants to know what he did. That was a late balk call. I believe it was made by the home plate ump, Angel Hernandez, rather than the first base ump, Marty Foster.
You know,
bounce to the hole by Abbott. This time Jeter goes to first acrobatically and gets help from Martinez, who applies the tag, and Abbott can't believe it.
He might get thrown a game. I knew it. Threw his helmet. He can't get thrown out of this game. Obviously, Abbott feels that Martinez missed him with the glove, but Abbott's gone. And you know, Abbott hitting a home run in yesterday's ball game, he's got some pop in that bat. That's an unfortunate move by Kurt Abbott. You can understand it as a player, but it's a bad move. He's the one guy who could play shortstop and hit the ball out. Bobby Valentine might get thrown out. And you have to question whether or not the first base umpire, Marty Foster, had a quick hook or a quick thumb.
Well, Bobby's getting close.
What type of language did Abbott use? That's the thing. But he did throw his helmet.
Well, I know that could be a fine. I don't know about an automatic expulsion from the game. It's not, by definition, an automatic expulsion.
I don't think you can throw any equipment.
Well, it used to be that you could, but you'd be automatically fined, and they wouldn't throw you out. And that may have changed over the years.
Maybe he said the magic word.
I think that's more of what did it. But in any event, Kurt Abbott lost his cool at the wrong time.
Wow, he missed him.
Not that there's ever a good time, but
look at him. He gets thrown out.
To the shortstop, Mora, who sets and throws, and a good pick by Zeal. Posada's out, one away, so Mora tested immediately.
How about that? You're going to ball game. How loose can you be? But you're in the minor leagues. He had a great year last year in Double-A ball for the Yankees.
1-2 rolled to Mora. So Mora getting some work early here. World Series, but now he's back. And he rips one over shortstop Mora and into left field. So Jim Leyritz with a 2-out single very early this season. 3-1 on the way, and that's inside for ball 4. So after Leiter threw a couple of ground balls, now a base hit by Leyritz and a walk to Brocious, and Clay Bellinger will be the batter. Here's a big pitch from Leiter. 3-1 to Bellinger with 2 on, and he loops one right to Mora, side retired. So Melvin Mora and Al Leiter combined to take care of the Yankees in the second. 2 in the books, game 1 of the first Subway Series of the and Tyner is 2 for 2. At least he should be.
Well, when you come out of that shoot, when you know somebody can run, you got to rush it. And Tyner get down that baseline in a hurry.
3-2, Tyner runs. Ball 4 off the glove. Let's see if Tyner does.
Oh, boy. He didn't pick it up quick enough. He was on his way to second base. Good aggressive base running by Tyner. It was a stolen base. High fastball getting by Posada. Now, I don't think he was crossed up.
So he reached on a fielder's choice. And another one off the glove of Posada, and now they'll both move up. And second and third, nobody out for the Mets.
And when this happens to a pitcher like Clemens, who relies a lot on his catcher, we talked about how he wanted Girardi last year. Well, what happens is you lose your confidence in what you're throwing to the catcher.
5 pitches now by Clemens. Inside, they're loaded up with nobody out for Piazza.
An error and 2 walks.
And the 1-0. Fly ball, well hit, center field, it's deep. Williams to the wall. Grand slam, Piazza. There's a few Mets fans here, too. 4-0 Mets. Piazza's 16th of the year. 2. There's Barry in the foreground there. And Ventura gets under one. Hitting it to right center. Bernie Williams calls off O'Neill. And that's the first out here in the third.
You know, Howie, in the open, he made the decision to switch Todd Zeal to third base.
To the shortstop, Jeter. 2 away.
A great running game, but they've been aggressive lately and have been successful.
Up the middle, Jeter to his left, Harris hustling down the line, and a good pick by Martinez on the short hop. So Clemens settles down to get 3 in a row after Piazza does some big-time damage. 4-0 Mets.
Number 8. And number 9, Roger Maris. You know who else wore number 9?
Jeter pulls it off the glove of Ventura. Mora can't come up with it. Derek Jeter's got a base hit. That's at the end of his career. 1-1 to Williams in the air towards left center. In comes Tyner. He dives and makes the catch. Outstanding play by Jason Tyner. Jeter goes back to first, 1 away.
Boy, that was a good play by Tyner.
1-2 on the way, and O'Neill lifts it in the air, center field. Jason Tyner with, or at least Jay Payton, pardon me, with room. Tagging is Jeter, and the throw not in time.
Good base running.
Good plays, right.
Good base running by Jeter. And
a Again, he works it inside with a slider, and this time Spencer swings through it, and the side retired. Leadoff base hit by Jeter, nothing more. Leiter helped in part by a nice play in left field by Jason Tyner. 3 in the books in the Bronx. Bernie Williams robbed, and it's 4-0 Mets.